Hey everyone, I'm Chaz with Board Game Geek, here with Steven from Yellow.
Yeah.
And you are going to introduce me to a game called High Risk.
High Risk.
You mentioned Push Your Luck and dice chucking, and I'm in.
All right.
So tell me how this works.
So in this game, we're all mountain climbers. We have mountain climbing teams. And we're trying to get our team, I'm trying to get my team to the summit of the mountain before you get your team to the summit of the mountain.
Okay.
I've got a 3-player game set up here. It scales a little bit, as you notice. In a 2-player game, we'd each have 4 climbers. In a 3-player game, we each have 3 climbers. And in a 4-player game, we would each have 2 climbers.
Makes sense.
So
Okay.
I think I said that right. Anyhow, so you're trying to scale the mountain. Along the track, we have some bivouacs or camps. We have our base camp, of course, where we start. The bivouacs can hold multiple climbers, as many climbers as we need.
Okay.
But the cliff spots here, these smaller spots, can only hold 1 climber at a time.
Okay.
And the other climbers that try to go there are going to be at risk.
Okay.
All right. Obviously, we've got the summit as well. And once you're at the summit, you're safe and you can't fall.
Okay.
All right, so during the course of the game, there are 3 symbols on the dice. There's a hazard symbol with the lightning bolt.
Okay.
There's a mountain symbol, and that allows us to ascend the mountain. And then there's a cloud symbol, which is really neutral, but it serves a purpose to lock the die.
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
on your turn, you're going to give all 6 dice a roll.
Here we go. Oh my goodness.
The
Is that good?
That's actually not so bad. It's not as bad as it looks. So, any of the clouds or mountains are locked. The only ones you can re-roll are the hazards.
Oh, okay. So I'm not. Okay, good.
You're actually doing okay. So,
is it the concept?
you'll re-roll all those.
Okay, I can re-roll as often as I want, but I'm going to be potentially losing dice as they get locked?
Exactly.
Okay.
And the push your luck aspect comes from those hazard dice. If on your
One must have luck to push it, Stephen.
if on your re-roll all your roller hazards, then your top climber falls.
Oh, so you lied to me when you said they were safe. Oh, wait, not necessarily the summit, but just your top one.
You had 5 shots, and I didn't think even you would roll 5 more hazards. So here we go with 4 hazards. If they all come up hazard, your top climber is going to fall.
Okay.
All right. So you've got a couple more clouds, which aren't very useful.
You mentioned there's mountains on these dice, right?
There are
Somewhere?
mountains.
Okay.
There are 2 mountains, 3 hazards, and 1 cloud. So
I want to get at least 1 mountain just to see how the game works.
the good news is you're really not risking anything.
Yeah, you can't fall down the mountain if you haven't gone up yet.
This is low risk. Oh, I've never seen this done before.
Wow. So
Actually, this is not a bad thing, because anytime that your final roll, if you're able to roll and not have any hazards at all, you get to take another turn.
really?
So, but let's instead say you had a couple of mountains in there.
Let's do that.
And
yes.
1 hazard.
Okay.
You could stop at any time you like, and you could have one of your climbers climb 2 spaces.
Okay. So say if I was yellow.
Sure. You always want to be yellow.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
Of course.
All right.
So in that case, you would stop. If
Could I have 2 climbers both move 1?
you could not. You
Okay.
can't split the climbing.
Okay.
And if you were here right near the top and you had 2, you would go 1 and you would lose your other
Okay.
one. But you can move any of your climbers at any time.
Okay.
The reason why that's important is because if you did have a fall, your top climber is only going to fall just below his next highest climber.
Okay.
Because they have safety ropes.
Oh, so this guy would kind of whoa and stop there.
Exactly, and he would stop there.
Lucky
So
guy.
unless there was somebody else in that spot, and remember I said there can only be 1 per,
Yeah.
so he has to continue on down to here.
Okay.
And if those were all occupied, he could obviously then stop at this
Okay.
camp area. So,
They
all
brought
right.
a lot of rope.
Exactly, plenty of rope.
Okay.
So we already talked about the rule that if you don't have any hazards on your final roll, that you get to take another turn. So that may push you to go ahead and re-roll that 1 die 1 more time. Push,
Okay.
push.
What's the worst
push your
that
luck.
could happen?
You could fall. Or you could get a mountain.
Excellent.
So now you could move one of yours up 3 and take a second turn.
Okay, let's say I only had the 1 mountain now, and I'm in this position.
Yeah.
Is he blocked then?
He is not. So anytime you're ascending and you land on a spot that can only hold 1 climber, you kick this guy back down 1.
Oh,
So
excellent.
ascending, you make other climbers descend, but if you're falling, you have to continue to fall until you find a place to
Okay.
cover your stuff, I guess.
Makes
So,
sense. Yeah, you know, you can't you can just bounce off those people as you're going down.
Pinball your way down,
Exactly,
right?
yes.
So you can see there's an important factor of if you've only got one climber, you're trying to race him to the top, and he falls, he's of course going to go all the way back down to base camp because your second highest climber is right here.
Yep.
So you want to kind of stagger your climbers going up.
You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is there anything else about it? It looks really straightforward, really simple.
No, it's very straightforward. It's a push your luck. You're never out of it because if you get that roll that doesn't have any hazards, you get to take another turn. So you're never out of it, and there's always a reward that if you get no hazards at all and take your extra turn, you can really start climbing up high.
Excellent.
It's a little bit of take that because if you land on somebody else's spot, kick them down.
Yeah, and a little bit of choosing which person you want to move to maybe get in someone's way. Well, I guess they're going to bounce around you, but you do definitely want to kind of work as a team, have your guys work as a team as well.
Absolutely, and if you set them all up really close to each other, you can, like you said, kind of block out certain areas, and if somebody falls, they're going to fall a lot farther.
Exactly. My favorite part, though, no matter how lousy you roll, you're not necessarily going to be severely punished.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Apparently it's a very good roll. So thank you, Stephen, for showing me high risk, which apparently lives up to its name.
Absolutely.
And thanks for
All
watching.
right, thank you very much.